What are voodoo dolls and are they real? The idea of voodoo dolls sparks fear and conjures up images of violent and bloodthirsty revenge in popular films, books, and oral histories in North America. These stories report that voodoo dolls are made by Caribbean cult members who bear a grudge against an enemy. The maker thrusts pins into the doll, and the target is cursed with misfortune, pain, and even death. Voodoo, more properly spelled voodoo, is a real religion, not a cult, practiced in Haiti and other places in the Caribbean. Voodoo practitioners do make dolls, but they use them for completely different purposes than revenge. Voodoo dolls are used to help people with healing and as a way to communicate with deceased loved ones. The idea of effigy dolls as a channel for evil forces unleashed in a ritual is a myth that comes not from the Caribbean, but from the very heart of Western civilization, the ancient Middle East. The voodoo dolls that are sold in shops in New Orleans and elsewhere are small human effigies, made from two sticks tied in a cross shape to make a body with two arms sticking out. These voodoo dolls are strictly made for the tourist market in places like New Orleans or the Caribbean, where they are sold as inexpensive mementos in tourist shops, in open-air markets, and thrown during parades. The oldest examples of figurines that were made specifically to harm or affect another individual date to Assyrian rituals from the 1st millennium BCE, such as Bronze Age Akkadian texts, 8th–6th centuries BCE, a tradition also practiced in Greco-Roman Egypt of the 1st and 2nd centuries CE. In Egypt, dolls were made and then a binding curse was performed, sometimes accomplished by poking pins in them. The idea of evil voodoo dolls as seen in Hollywood horror films may be much younger, from the 1950s when thousands of cashew dolls were imported to the United States from Haiti. People who practice the voodoo religion in Haiti do use dolls as part of a tradition brought with them from West Africa, incorporating small effigies known as a fetish or boccio for rituals. When these people were forced to the New World as slaves, they brought their doll tradition with them. The rituals in West Africa or in Haiti or New Orleans involving dolls, however, have nothing to do with inflicting harm on individuals, deserving or not. The voodoo pwin. Items that voodooism use in rituals to communicate or invoke deities known as Lua or Loa are called pwen. In voodoo, a pwen is an item filled with particular components that appeal to a particular Lua. However, pwen come in a variety of forms, one of those happens to be dolls. On the surface, these dolls could be called voodoo dolls. But as with all pwen, their purpose is not to enact harm but to invoke Lua for means of healing, guidance, or whatever need the voodooisan has.